Hey everyone, my name is Mallory, and I am in English 112 with you all. This is my art presentation for the assignment this week. The artwork I chose was The Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. I'm going to explain a bit about Van Gogh himself, the background and emotion behind the painting, the style he used, the influences, historical background, and the themes and meaning of the painting. I have a bit of history with this painting. Growing up throughout elementary and middle school, I always seemed to find myself learning or doing something with this painting. So I thought this would be such a great piece of artwork to do. A little overview about the painting. It was made by Vincent van Gogh, created in June of 1889 during his time at an asylum. It was made with oil on canvas. The dimensions are 29 by 36 and 1/4 inches, and it is located at the Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, in New York City. The picture to my right is the painting in the museum. A little bit about Vincent van Gogh was that he was born in the Netherlands on March 30th, 1853. Unfortunately, not long after he had created The Starry Night, he passed away in France on July 29th, 1890. He was a Dutch post-impressionist painter and is a very known painter in today's time, but back when he was alive, he faced many struggles with his mental illness. He moved around a lot but sold close to no artwork. Even though he struggled throughout his life, he managed to create over 2,000 pieces of artwork. The piece of artwork to my right he created of himself. He also didn't have much fame until after he had passed. As I said before, the painting was created in June of 1889, and it was created in the Saint Paul de Moselle Asylum in France. During this time, Van Gogh was facing very serious mental health issues, which caused him to go into this asylum. Though he stayed at this asylum, the environment around him was what inspired him a lot, especially with the Starry Night. He would look out his window to get inspiration, which also helped him create over 150 pieces of work during his time there. The photo to my right is the asylum where he spent his final days. The post-impressionist style is a style that Van Gogh used a lot. It has thick brushstrokes, bold outlines, vibrant colors, and it focuses on meaning and emotional truth over having realistic detail. The painting, The Starry Night, shows a small, quiet village with hills, a big swirly sky, trees, and a bright moon and stars. Even though Van Gogh was able to get inspiration from his window, he didn't look out it at night. He would paint it from his memory and imagination. So, what he painted wasn't ever the real sky, but more of what he felt about it. Touching on emotion, Van Gogh always painted the way he felt, and never anything that he saw. The swirls in the sky represented the emotional intensity within, and he tried to make the sky look full of life and movement. The colors were used as symbolic to help make it stand out and give it a dramatic feeling. It represents how Van Gogh felt with himself during that time. Looking at historical context, this happened in the late 1800s, where they were going through a huge change in culture and art. Many artists broke away from being realistic in their paintings. Many new art movements developed during this time. The artists were starting to focus on using emotion, color, and expression more than anything. Van Gogh was influenced by many things, but he was heavily inspired by the Japanese woodblock prints. A good example of this is the picture located on my right of the Great Wave off Kanagawa. These prints use bold lines and strong movements. He was also inspired by his view, but he put that into his imagination and created what he felt. Most people believe that this painting showed the state of Van Gogh. The sky represents a wild, full of motion state, while the village is calm and peaceful. It also shows hope through darkness. The contrast between the two represent the world around him and how he felt within himself. In conclusion, this painting combined innovation with emotion. I hope you all understood Van Gogh and his painting and all the meaning behind it. This has always been such a special piece of work to me, and it will always remain iconic. I hope you have all enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of the semester. Thank you so much for listening. These are just some of my references that I used for the photos in this presentation.